President-elect Joe Biden continuing to build out his team for the White House, but some want to see more racial diversity close to the center of power. Now, NAACP President and CEO Derrick spoke with Bloomberg Quick Take about his meeting with President-elect and why he is urging Biden to create a civil rights envoy position within his administration. Take a listen.
What will corporations do in this economy? And some of the most successful corporations, we have seen a trend of diversity and inclusion officers being added to the C-suite, reporting to president and CEOs out of the respect and understanding of their diverse customer base. And with the federal government, you have a very similar scenario. How do we put someone as a senior advisor to the president, positioned with a portfolio to carry out what he has already identified as one of his pillar priorities, which is racial equity? We think it's good to move our nation into the future. It would lean into the creativity and the diversity of who we are as Americans. It would allow us to begin to participate at levels in which we can add value to the economy because you have a stronger workforce as a result of that. And we can break through some of the divisiveness and tribalism we've seen built up over the last 4 years.
But what's your message to corporate America to not just address diversity at the highest ranks, but also to push for racial equity and racial equity amongst everyone?
I mean, it's essential. Henry Ford's statement, despite some of his worldviews, was to pay workers more so more workers can buy vehicles. We must invest in more of the community as a whole so that we have more people in the marketplace who are strong consumers. We can no longer try to benefit one part of society and neglect another part of society and expect our economy to grow. We must create the conditions where the best and the most talented individuals are provided with the access and the opportunity to grow and expand. No one come out the womb ready to be an executive. People go through corporate realities where they have mentorships, which leads to sponsorships, which leads to executive positions, which actually leads to managing portfolios and serving on boards. That should be opened up for everyone. And you would be surprised the type of talent that's out there that's untapped because of the way we used to work in the past. Corporations should be looking towards a future that's much more diverse, is global in nature, and is full of talent right here in the backyard of the United States.
What more do leaders need to do to lessen the concerns of Black and Latinx communities about the vaccine?
But I don't think you're going to lessen their concerns overnight because we do live in this reality of past medical experiments that were intentionally misleading against the need to have more diversity in clinical trials. And so for NAACP, we will be hosting a teletown hall meeting next week to talk about the tension between the two of those realities, bringing to bear experts in the field to answer any questions and talk it through, because we must get this a global pandemic under control while at the same time answer as many questions as possible so people can feel comfortable with participating in the vaccine. I think it's really important that we all watch what happens in the UK. We are happy that they have launched it, which we should be first, but we're not. But we can watch to see, are there going to be any side effects? What will be the impact of the massive vaccinations that they're doing? And how fast can they turn around the contraction of COVID? We should be watching that closely as a country, but also as a community.